We did briefly talk about materials. Uh, PLA, ABS typically look or work pretty well with the high adhesion
Hmm.
and easy removal. Um,
So and what we mean by that is we basically have developed internally for our enders generalized profiles
yeah, so
that
those material profiles aren't just for brands or color. Any type of material. I know you might have more drastic changes in terms of temperature
mhm.
and feed rate, but in general, it's just more profiling.
Yeah. So we start with a base profile for a PLA and then we'll optimize it for different brands. But we have general profiles for most PLA and ABS. Then some of the other materials that are compatible with the bed, but we're still doing testing on, are things like nylon, polypropylene, and polycarbonate. And the reasons that we don't have general profiles for those and haven't been able to do all the testing we wanted is because they require quite high temperatures.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done like proof of concept for the adhesion and the release. Um, Nylon sticks really well at right above 115 degrees Celsius,
Mm-hmm.
which on an Ender 3 is really hard to
Yeah,
maintain.
it's just not built with that. Like, of course, there
You
are
can
mods
mod it,
available,
yeah.
and if you do the modifications, Quinley can accommodate that, and
Yeah.
you can run it as if it was a normal print.
Yeah, and yeah, same thing with polypropylene polycarbonate. We were able to get successful adhesion and release, but again, the temperatures are like right up at the top or even outside of the range that the standard ender
Mhm.
heaters could hit. Um, and then there are some materials that are extremely variable between brands and colors, like PETG or HIPS or copolymers, which is literally just a class of plastics. There's no specific formula for copolymer. So we've done testing on all of these, and what we found was we couldn't create general profiles, but we were able to create profiles for specific versions of the
Yeah.
material. So if you're planning to do any printing in those, just keep in mind that you'll probably have to, whenever you get a different brand or even different colors, you'll have to consider that your old profile might not transfer
And
over.
so something to consider too is if you're doing production of thousands of parts, you may even notice a slight quality difference between material batches. So, same brand, same color,
Yeah.
you might notice it prints a little differently.
Yeah, so what we did, like because we do print so much, what we end up doing at one point was literally just buying a couple hundred kilos of material that presumably all came from the same batch so that we could be quite confident that replacing filament is
Wouldn't
not going to
change.
mess
Yeah.
anything